Be like driving up Sheridan Road and let's go see the Baha'i Temple. Let's go see
But this
Wilmette.
parking lot,
You can get
this
stuck in
parking lot
traffic,
here,
Well, we'll get stuck in traffic.
this,
So what?
this is huge.
We'll do it.
Okay, this will take 100 more cars, but you know, half of them will be occupied by buses.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the other thing. And not only you get the traffic, but you got the buses, which of course have trouble with these turns. And,
Right.
And that's why I suggest avoiding a lot of the more built-up areas, which are mostly the British beaches.
Who
You
goes
get
to
the
these
American beaches, and it's a lot more open.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
What's the mix of tourists? Who usually goes to these things?
Oh, a lot of Brits,
A lot of Brits.
Americans, Germans.
Oh yeah, right, okay.
I talked to the superintendent one time at the Normandy American Cemetery, and you know they've got a visitor's book which most people don't sign because you have to go into the office and sign.
Yeah,
it.
right,
But
right.
I always do, just out of respect. And he says they get, I mean, all over the world people come. Even in Normandy, it's so famous that even Asian tourists, Japanese or Chinese, will be there because they've seen the movies.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, that's
and
interesting.
they want to see it. But a lot of these other places they don't get to. You know, they're on tours and they go wherever the
Anything
tour
on
guide
here that
takes
you're
them.
talking about?
Everything's on there.
No, but
It's
you can
just
circle
it's
this.
just smaller. He's over here now.
Yeah, no, Point to Hockey's here. Hold
He's
on.
over here.
Yeah.
No,
There's
Point to,
each-
no, here's Point to Hockey right here.
Dude,
Yeah,
these
there's
maps
Point
are
to
not
Hock
good
right
enough.
here.
We need this map.
No, I know. But
Eventually.
where
Yeah,
would
you
those...
just ties it
Look,
all together
let me
pretty
tell
much.
you,
Yeah, so.
I know what you said earlier, and please excuse me. I'm just giving advice. Either have this type of map, this scale,
Yeah.
or GPS. Do not try and navigate by 100,000.
This is phenomenal.
You will have difficulty.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you'll get to these intersections
And you won't know.
you'll have roads going in all directions. You'll be in a roundabout. You know. Yeah.
This is a
This
one,
map is
50
phenomenal.
What's the size of this?
This is probably a
This-
1-2.
Where's the head?
No, this is a
It's a
50,000.
50,000? Okay.
No.
Yeah, I'm gonna double check. Oh no, excuse me,
25,000.
125,000.
Where's the hedgerow thing you're talking about right here?
Yeah, it's the map. This is fucking it.
Yeah, this is it. 'Cause
Oh, man.
that's too small.
No,
Yeah.
that's
Well,
a road
you
map.
can't.
It's not, you can't
Davey.
see it.
It's under the 9.
Davey, these maps are good to orient us to where we are.
What
This-
these do is tell you, you know, where the units were. And,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
Are
kinda-
these integral? These orange things are integral to the map. They're organic to the map, right? You didn't put them in.
No, the orange things I did.
He did. He
Oh,
put
you
those
did
in.
do
Yeah.
Yeah, I just sat down with the map when I got them, and I just marked everything
Right.
that was military, so that when I get out into the field, I know.
Yeah, you don't have to look for
where
it.
it
You
is.
don't
I
have
don't
to-
have to try and
How
look
many
for
times
it.
have you been here? How many times have you
Here,
been in this area?
6, 7 times,
Okay.
and I enjoy it every time.
Okay.
Now,
So, okay, we're at Pantuha.
okay, so for Point to Hock, you really want to get over
We're
to
gonna
the sink.
photograph this before we leave. And can
Get
you
over to
transfer
the-
this onto a tablet so we have it in the bigger...
I'm recording this whole conversation.
No, but if you
Okay.
photograph this,
Oh yeah,
you
yeah.
can then transfer to a
Yeah,
tablet.
you just
so
put
we have
into
it.
a OneDrive and then we pull it all up.
Right.
We'll all share it.
Right.
I'll do that.
Right.
Yeah, it's no problem.
Now we're
You're gonna be our
now we're
tech-
going to the
Jimmy,
airborne.
Now you're going to the airborne and
Jimmy, you're a technical
you,
guy.
Yeah, I'm
you-
telling you
you-
that. I mean,
Utah
I'm just
Beach.
thinking
And in
we
order
gotta
to
get data
do
when we're out there,
that,
though.
you've got, if you guys remember, the beaches were separated by this
Right.
wetlands.
We got to go through Carentan.
You have to go through Carentan. So the smartest thing to do is just get back to the
Autobahn, yeah.
to the auto route,
Auto route.
you know, and take that through Carentan,
But
which
Carentan itself is interesting.
Carentan itself is interesting, and I'll tell you what I like about Carentan. Let me find it here. It's on one of these maps.
Okay. So these maps we can buy these in Europe, right?
Yeah,
I mean,
you
when we
buy
get
the,
them.
the tourist off.
Okay.
Is Carentan on
Yeah,
this
we should
map?
just buy paper maps because
Yeah.
GPS will. I mean, inevitably.
This is it, guys.
Yeah, stuff will
Well,
fail.
the thing is, you can circle. You
Yeah,
can,
yeah.
You know,
I mean, this screen is 5
highlight,
inches. You know, I mean, you can do so much.
You know, I hate to tell you, none of us are going to want to look through an hour of this video. We're never really going to look at this video again.
I will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because I'm gonna have a lot of time on the plane.
You got it. Okay, you got it.
right? You
Yeah.
got 9 hours
All
of
right,
plane. What are you
I'm
gonna
with
do?
you,
I
man.
mean, you
I'm-
know.
I'm with you,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
That's great. But this map is phenomenal. This is it.
Yeah.
This is the ticket.
Well, all of these are.
Would you recommend doing? We're thinking about doing 1 day Utah drop areas, 1 day Omaha, 1 day British. Anything that? In what
I
order
think,
we do it?
I think.
we'll decide that.
Yeah,
later.
yeah. I
We're
would
thinking
go
about doing
British.
1, 2, 3.
Exactly.
That's what we're gonna do.
Exactly.
Okay,
That would
so-
be absolutely
But
perfect.
what,
Okay.
what like, like after we're done, we're driving to Bastogne. So, what would you do? Now we're driving up from Paris. We hope
Well,
to get out.
let's finish-
hang on.
okay.
We hope to get out of Paris 7, 8 o'clock. We're going to arrive in this area around 12, maybe 1 o'clock at the latest. We're not going to go to our hotel. Till
What did
late
I
at
tell
night.
you in my email? It's about 2 hours.
Yeah.
2 hours and 10 minutes or
Right.
something like
But I
that.
figure picking up the car, getting out of traffic, orienting ourselves.
The big problem in Paris will be the peripherique.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Peripherique is the ring road.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay. Do not try and drive inside the peripherique. You'll be tempted to say, well, we could go through Paris this way and save suicide. The
Right.
traffic is abominable.
Okay.
And nobody yields.
Nobody use. Okay.
Okay. Nobody yields. It's like suicide.
What happens?
Because I've done it twice, and both times I've swore I'll never do this again.
What about just leaving from Charles de Gaulle, which is outside?
What I do is I rent the cars at Charles de Gaulle
When you
because,
arrive, or because
well, see, I don't stay overnight in Paris. Okay, what I do
Yeah,
is
but we're not renting until we leave Paris.
see, I arrive at Paris, I rent the car, and by 1 o'clock in the afternoon,
you want to do that?
I'm
Listen
at
to
the
the man.
battlefield.
But listen to the man.
Now, the reason I do that is I feel that if I keep busy that first day, I don't suffer jet lag.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, but if I try and relax that first
Yeah,
day,
then
by
you'll-
4 in the afternoon I'm falling asleep, and then you're screwed. Me, you know, I'm screwed because then
How
you
old
know
are you?
I wake up at
How
2
old
in the
are you?
morning, wide awake.
How old are you?
71.
Okay, you're not much older than us.
Pardon?
All right, you've been doing this for what, 10, 15 years?
Yeah, we did our first trip in 2000.
Yeah. So
At
17
our
years.
age, we're all in our mid-50s.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was roughly the same.
Yeah, I'm thinking about doing this. What do you think about blowing off Paris? Billy takes a train, me
No.
and bike.
Well,
No,
I
absolutely
love
not.
Paris. I mean,
No.
if you want to sightsee
Logistically,
Paris,
you
You gotta
sightsee
sightsee in
no.
Paris.
No.
You gotta
know
say-
what?
you
No,
know.
I want to spend a day in
Right.
Paris.
So if we're coming,
I
up
mean,
from,
we're here.
That's the
we're
main-
getting
that's-
in
yeah,
the
but
car,
yeah, yes, the
we're
whole
gonna
thing.
arrive in this general.
No, we're going to spend Saturday. We're going to spend Friday evening and all day Saturday.
Yeah, you got it.
We do Sunday morning.
You can
That's
cover
a lot of
the
fucking
British.
horseshit we're gonna see.
What you want to
know
do,
this. I want to see the people.
Right.
too.
yeah, what
Guys,
you
so
want to
day
do
one is this.
because it's only half a day.
Got it.
Okay,
Right.
and you want to hit the the Merville Battery, by the way, is a museum. Like
Right.
it's an entrance fee.
Okay.
and it
So it's
closes.
basically Pegasus, Merville, and along this area here.
Yeah, and anything
Day
you
one.
want to see along in here until the day's over.
Got it.
You know, and you're done.
then we
And
just
you
hike to Bayou.
can do that
So,
easily
can-
in half a day.
So, Robert,
Right.
we can leave Paris early in the morning
On Sunday.
on Sunday.
Yeah.
Sunday is an advantage.
No
Right.
traffic.
Yeah, okay,
Traffic-wise,
so
yeah.
Sunday the 2nd, we leave Paris. Let's do what we were doing. He just confirmed.
Right.
Let's go.
Do the
We'll
British
take
first.
a cab over to the airport,
Yep.
get our car.
No, that's not what he said. He lands against the car. He doesn't go to Paris.
Yeah, but Dave,
You get the car at Charles de Gaulle.
it's
No, but we're going to be staying in Paris for 2 days.
so what?
So we're
Just
trying to
take a
figure
cab
out.
to
You don't want a car in Paris.
We're not taking a car in Paris. We're
Trust
staying
me.
in. Okay, Robert.
Yeah.
We're getting into Paris on the afternoon of actually the morning of the 30th. We're going to hang out that day all day of the 30th, or all day of July 1st. Then we're going to take a cab over to De Gaulle or whatever.
Yeah.
Or
and
the
then we're gonna
subway.
we're going to get our car, or the subway, you're right. Then we're going to get our car early in the morning on the 2nd, and we're out of there.
Yeah.
And by noon, De Gaulle. Now by noon,
We'll be here.
at the British beaches. We'll hit them all day
Yeah.
on Sunday the
Right.
2nd.
Yeah.
Sleep in Bayeux. Monday,
We're going to hit
the
America.
first is American
Actually, you
and
know what I
drop
say?
zones.
Why don't we do this the second day? Because if we're heading this way, we'll do Omaha the last day.
No, because he's telling us we're going to drop down.
You're fighting
You're fighting the
Fighting
traffic.
traffic. The traffic is this way.
What I would say, before you go to Bastogne, are you going to stay that night in Bayeux?
Yes.
You know what I
So
mean?
we're gonna leave-
Okay.
we're gonna
so you-
leave
so
after
so,
dinner.
so basically, going to Bastogne is a trip from Bayeux.
Right,
whatever
exactly.
you do on any of those days,
This is
you're
your
gonna get
point.
up in the morning
Yeah.
and
Right.
leave Bayou.
Yeah, Bayou,
So
yeah.
here's our game
And
plan.
we're gonna head out after dinner by you. We're gonna drive throughout the night.
I don't want to drive at
Oh,
night.
is that what you're gonna do?
Right.
No, I
No,
don't want to
Bayou to
drive.
Bastogne.
No, he's not. We're not
It's
doing
a
that.
drive.
No, from Bayou to Bastogne.
No, we're sleeping in Bayou on the.
No,
on-
no. When we check out the hotel in Bayou, we're spending the day on the beaches. After the dinner, we're driving to Bastogne, like at 6, 7
On the
o'clock at
fourth?
night.
We won't get there till like 1 in the morning.
No, that's crazy.
And that's, you know why it's
No, we- you
dangerous?
wanna
The
blow
roads
a
are
whole
dark.
day driving?
No. We blow a morning driving.
Yeah.
We're talking about 5 hours.
Yeah, because we'll be tired.
Yeah, you know, whatever I
I think it's about 5 hours. I mean, there were 3
No,
guys
go-
we know
go-
that drive.
Google some of these times to
Yeah,
make
right.
to make sure. You
Yeah.
know, just go on there and get me there, and then add something for traffic jams
Yeah,
and stuff
yeah.
like
Right.
that.
Right.
Yeah, because
Now understand that a lot of these auto routes are tolled, so you're gonna have to watch very carefully which lane to get into,
Right.
because you're not gonna have a transponder.
you need cash.
You know, you're going to have to pay cash or credit card,
Right.
but a lot of the lanes are unmanned. Okay, so you got to make sure you get in the right lane, because there's people who have tickets, you know, like a prepaid voucher.
Yeah, right.
There's people that got transponders.
Right.
How do we
and
get
then
one of
there's
those?
the cash player. The cash has got a dollar bill
Okay.
with a euro sign on it,
Right,
and then coins.
Those are probably
you know,
to the
boom,
right.
boom, boom. You know, just
Right.
just like little. It's a symbol.
Where would you recommend changing money? Like, I typically, when I get to the airport, I do about 100, and then later on, I try to find a better exchange.
I do the same thing. I go to American Express at the airport. I get a couple hundred just
Right.
so I don't,
Yeah.
have nothing, and then I use my ATM card, and there are ATMs all over Europe. People over there, they get $20 or $30 out at a time, or euro, and because
It's
in their
convenient.
system there's no fee.
There's no fee.
Now, because I'm, out of the country,
There's
there's
a
a fee
fee.
for me.
Yeah.
So I get like $300 or $500. My wife and I split it up.
Yeah. So Robert, I mean, how's it driving at night from Bayou to Bastogne? Would you?
Well, most of it will be okay because you're going to stick to these auto routes.
Auto routes, okay.
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 And the auto route will go all the way down. Well, you have to change. You understand? It's not one, but you got to go from one to another to another.
So you really need GPS, because we're not going to be able to,
We have to get GPS.
We'll
'cause-
get
We
GPS,
have,
fellas.
it has to be in
Yeah.
the car. If we don't
Yeah.
have GPS,
Yeah.
Here's
we're-
our real
You
problem.
We're in
you
big
can-
trouble.
and you can order it in your rental car. The problem is they charge you about 12, 13 euros a day.
yeah. Okay.
We got to do
But
it.
without GPS, see,
People get the
let me explain driving in Europe. Over here, we get on Route 12 and take it all the way up,
Yep.
to
yep,
the
yep,
Wisconsin
yep,
border.
Yep.
Europeans do not do that, okay? Because the route numbers in some places, you can't even see the route number. There are no route number signs.
Right.
What they do is they drive from city to city. So you will see from Bayou, you will see a sign that says Caen. You drive towards
Caen.
Caen. Now from Caen, you're going to see a sign that says Rouen. You drive towards Rouen.
Right, so you kind of have to know the city
So you have to
jumps.
know
Right.
what
But all the
next-
cities in between.
this, how to follow from one to the other, Or
Okay.
in a lot of cases, as you're going towards Paris, it'll say Rouen, Paris.
Got it.
Got
Okay.
it. That's the big city. That's why.
Right.
Yeah, that's,
so what we'll
that's
do
right.
is we'll plot
all
our
roads
route.
go.
You
All
gotta
roads
plot
go
it
to
all
Paris.
this
All
towns
roads
along
go
the
to-
route.
Yeah.
But even in these small towns like this you will not find a sign that says D517. More than likely, you'll see a sign that says Saint Laurent,
Got it.
Samir.
So we need to map out each town and city.
Well,
Right.
you just have to, and that's why I say the better the map you have, the better off you're going to be.
Got it.
Because it's they just navigate differently.
Yeah, I know.
And,
I agree.
and it's a real problem when you first get over there because we think differently.
Well, where can we find this in Europe? I mean, can you get them at the airport, or we have to find a terminal?
Well, there's a Michelin.
Clearly, yeah, these are all Michelin maps.
Yeah.
They're the best.
All right, we got to find a place. that they sell.
Clearly, the museum bookstores have them. If you go to the Memorial de Caen, they'll definitely have them.
Here's how we're going to do this.
Maybe the Pegasus Memorial will have them.
These maps, particularly these maps that he's using.
That's the
we're gonna get one
25,000.
more. As soon
Yeah.
as we arrive at Pegasus, we go to the museum. Boom, pull the map for the entire
Hopefully, they have
Norman.
it, yeah.
Well, of course they'll have that.
Maybe.
At one of their museums,
You know,
we'll find
the
it.
thing is that a lot of these museums are run by local governments.
Right.
You know,
Right.
and they're not really always the best business people.
Right.
Got it.
So,
And
yeah,
you know,
we kinda
if they
assume
sell
they're
out of a
gonna have
map,
it.
they may not reorder it because they
We
say,
kinda
well,
assume
you
they're
know,
gonna have
we'll
it.
order fresh again next
We
spring.
haven't even gotten to the drop zones, let alone Bastogne.
Okay,
today.
but I wanted to show the bigger. Here's Carenton. Okay, so the only way that you can get through Carenton quickly is to get back to the auto route. So when you leave Pegasus or Pointe de Hoc,
Got it.
you want to get back to the auto route to get through Carenton.
All right.
Okay,
Is Ramville Bridge there? Or is Ramville over here?
Grant.
Ramville. That's the bridge that Saving Private Ryan was based on.
Is that the murder?
Yeah, that's
Well,
the Murderette.
No, Granville is way the heck over here and not even on the battlefield.
Ramville, with an R or something, but that's what they based it on. It was a little canal off the Murderette.
No.
But am I wrong?
No. The Ranville Bridge is over by
Oh, that's
Pegasus,
Pegasus.
Bridge.
Right.
Then
Yeah,
I'm
you've
thinking
got
of
a
a
little
different. I'm
confused.
thinking a different bridge that they
Yeah.
based Saving Private Ryan
Yeah,
on,
and
the Alamo.
I'll show you. Let's get to the airborne.
Yeah.
Let's
Now,
get
is
to
there
the
anything to see in Carrington or just past here?
There's some memorials. There is the place where Robert Cole won his Medal of Honor, leading the airborne, his battalion, the airborne, where he attacked the
What?
German
Oh, okay.
stronghold. The farm is still there. I can
That was by that causeway, right? Cole let him over a causeway.
Just gotta buy the maps, Dave.
There's a causeway where they
Yeah,
all
buy these
fell
maps.
asleep.
Yeah.
All the paratroopers
We
were
can
falling
have this on a
asleep.
tablet where you can go like this
Yeah.
on it.
Yeah, that is
Yeah,
that causeway.
because I
still
can't
there?
see that. My eyes are that. You know, we got presapia. So
Okay. You're gonna come off Carenton. Here. Carenton's down here.
Got it.
You're gonna come here now. Robert Cole's bridge is this was one of them, and the others were down this way. You know,
We get your book.
time is it?
yeah, but I want to use the here. There's the Dove River, bridge number 2. That's bridge number 2. Okay.
Got it. Okay. So I
Now,
guess
you come down, you cross this, you keep going, right? You see, I don't have the map for that area. So right there is the Ingolf Farm. That was the headquarters, the German headquarters. Robert Cole attacked it from here across what they call the cabbage patch and these turnip fields through here. There's a memorial, just a stone, right outside. It's a plaque on the. I think it's on the gate, if I remember right, of this farm.
Okay.
Because this is where he won his
farm.
Medal of Honor.
This is the farm where the Americans were attacking from several different directions and didn't coordinate. This is where Waverly Ray was.
No.
I'm wrong. Okay.
No, this is where Robert Cole, and they attacked in one direction. They took all night to get across
Right.
these bridges
Okay.
because they couldn't get down off the causeway because it was flooded. The Germans had machine guns and mortars along the hedgerows over here.
Yep.
So every time they stuck their heads up, they fired.
Yeah.
Right at this bridge was blocked by a Belgian gate. Only allowed one trooper to go by one at a time. So these guys spent all night
Right, yeah.
getting one guy at a time across that bridge. Whenever the Germans would, they try suppressive fire,
Yeah.
and one guy would go across.
Yeah.
I mean, it was that type of thing. By morning,
Battle of
they were
300,
all
yeah.
lined up in the ditches along this highway. Okay, and this is the main highway into Carenton.
That's the Carrington Causeway.
So then they attacked across,
Okay.
down this, across these fields parallel to this side road. This is a pretty at the time this was a dirt lane, but now this is a paved,
A paved
well-traveled. This is now a commercial district, so
Got
there's
it.
a lot of traffic.
Is
here.
the terrain here, the causeway itself, is the terrain very similar to how it was, or is it
Yeah,
changed?
yeah. In fact, up here, I got to think for a minute. I got to look at my own map, but up here is one of the original bridges.
Got it.
And one of the German blockhouses that defended the bridge.
Okay.
Okay, but these Germans retreated immediately when they came under attack. So
Okay.
there was not a fight for that blockhouse. The fighting was all
Down here, yeah.
But you get off the main highway. There's even a little parking area there. You
Okay.
can pull off. You can see what an original bridge looks like. You can see the blockhouse. There's signs on the blockhouse that identify it. So I mean, you know it was there. And that's up here. I think it's this one here. Because what they did is they rebuilt a different highway bridge,
Okay.
bigger, stronger, blah blah blah. So this is where all of that took place. And
So the Carrington Causeway is important.
yeah, and you're gonna
give
go
us
you're
the-
gonna go right over that on the N13.
Excellent.
Now in Saint Côme du Mont, there's a Dead Man's Corner Museum.
Dead Man's Corner. Okay.
Okay, I recommend that. It's on the south side of town. You go up this N2013, which is the old N13.
Okay.
Okay, you go up the hill, and right at the top of the hill is that there's now the parachutist museum is there, and this museum is dedicated to parachute troops, and they were in that museum when they fought down the cause down the. I think I pointed here. That's wrong. It's here.
Got it.
This is the new auto route, but they actually went on this road here, so I apologize for that. But it's the N2013
Got it.
is the one where these bridges were. So that makes a good place. You can stop in and take a look there. Now you have two choices. You can either keep going straight up to St. Miraglise, or you can go over to Utah Beach.
Okay.
Your choice.
St. Mary Glees.
They're about the same. The museum at Utah Beach is a nice one.
Utah Beach.
Utah Beach isn't really fascinating to me. I mean, the 4th Division went in there and they didn't really have a lot of problems. I think that having already seen Omaha Beach, we'll get a taste for the American beaches.
Yeah.
Omaha's real nice.
Utah Beach.
Couple hundred.
197.
Yeah, a couple hundred. So let's go over it, but we're all familiar with that, what the 82nd
Okay.
and 101st is. So let's do the 82nd and 101st.